Welcome on into episode 17 of the Heel Tactics podcast. Sorry for missing a week, and sorry for a little bit of a lack in social media content. We've had a lot going on scheduling-wise, so we're back, ready to get this rolling. We are rolling into predictions for Crown Jewel in Perth.
Yep.
I will say we've missed pretty much 2 weeks of wrestling. We're not going to be summarizing those 2 weeks of wrestling. We're just doing our predictions because who cares? It's old news.
It's old news. Let's talk about what pertains to the actual pay-per-view.
Let's talk about this absolutely star-studded card. So much gold on the line. I mean 2 imaginary titles.
Fake titles that you get a ring for winning.
You don't keep the belt.
Nope. And you get to keep the ring.
And the former champ doesn't defend.
No. Well,
I mean, technically Cody is, but
can't say he's not defending. He's a fighting champion.
It's so weird that they're doing the Crown Jewel not in Saudi Arabia. They should have just skipped a year. And
agree.
Give in Perth a different pay-per-view.
In terms of the Cody-Seth match, I'm not looking at it from the sense of winning the title or winning the ring. I'm actually looking at that match through the story they're telling versus Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie.
Tiffany and Stephanie's just like, we're fighting for the Crown Jewel title.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So
I'm the champ, belt on the line. I'll see you in Perth. We're actually going to be there.
Main eventing over Cody and Seth.
Yeah, we're just not announced on the card.
Yeah, because I know we'd put a better show on than Cody any day of the week.
Oh, there we go. Mike's going everywhere.
All right. You want to start with the main event, or you want to start?
Well, with what we assume is the main event.
Yeah. I would assume Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins is your main event for the Crown Jewel Championship.
The only match on this card with much story. I mean, there's other ones with story, but it's the only one that's actually been consistently building since the last pay-per-view to this show.
That and then the Io and Rhea stuff are the only real storylines.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you have a storyline with Roman and Bronson, but it's more storyline with Roman and Seth that Bronson is in.
Yeah, and it's been pushed on because of the injury to Roman and all that. It's not like it's been every
of Roman
week.
Filming.
Yeah, every week Roman has not been there fueling the feud with Bronson Reed. It's been more so Bronson Reed is doing whatever he wants to until they threw Roman back into the mix.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cody, Seth. I mean, it's a story. It's a story I'm invested in because if they don't make the right decision here, they are absolute idiots.
But we know that they are
absolute idiots after the last pay-per-view.
So essentially, this whole storyline is building on the fact that Cody thought him and Seth were friends.
I was never your friend.
I was never your friend. You were a means to an end. You were the lesser of two evils.
Loved it.
Now, is he lying? Maybe.
Roman was still the lesser of two evils, in my opinion.
But not to Seth freaking Rollins. But in their weird storyline, because everyone forgets that the Shield reunited multiple times. But Seth and Cody were apparently never friends. Seth has to win this match. If not, he will lose faith of Braun Breaker, of Bronson Reed, and of Paul Heyman.
Yes.
That promo between Seth and Paul backstage was like one of the only times I've liked a Paul Heyman promo in the Vision.
In the Vision, yes. I will say that Seth being so obsessed with the past 2 Raws of just literally the last thing he has said on a mic has just been, I have to win. I have to win. And if Seth Rollins does not win this match, everything Paul laid out needs to happen. Seth can't lose this match and just be the visionary running the Vision on Monday Night Raw, and he's the best at yada. No.
This isn't the Judgment Day, a group of punks who are running Monday Night Raw. This is the team that is essentially running the company.
Yes.
Or supposed to be running the company.
And I like that.
And there's pretty much one obstacle left to tackle.
And I like when Paul said something along the lines of, if you lose this match, you'll be viewed as that other guy who's just a secondary champion, already putting that back into is the World Heavyweight Championship the belt, or is it the secondary title, as it was originally announced as? And Seth has been the only one to make Gunther kinda, but really to make that belt.
Not at all.
Gunther's name makes it.
Because Gunther's name needed to face other names, and he didn't.
Well, that's
Gunther
true too.
didn't make that belt prestigious at all.
Nowhere close to what Seth did. Seth made the belt important. Seth made it at a time when Roman Reigns was your champ.
Your two other biggest names that were champs were both the champ for 5 minutes. So
yes, absolutely.
And then the belt's just sitting on the shoulders of Damian Priest, Jey Uso, and Gunther, which is they are fine names, but they were not the names to make that belt bigger than the WWE Championship at the time.
No.
Nowhere close. That plus they all had short reigns.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Jay couldn't elevate the title like you're saying over the other title, but Jey Uso being champion was a bigger deal than whoever was holding the other belt, in my opinion.
Jey Uso won the belt the night before John Cena won the belt. I would not say Jey Uso as World Heavyweight Champion.
Think about it this way.
For a month.
Time out. Think about it this way. Jey Uso, World Heavyweight Champ, crazy moment. Cena number 17, crazy moment. Cena's title run, absolute garbage.
But Cena's title run for the month that it was also Jey Uso's title run was a much bigger deal.
Yeah.
The only reason Jay's might have gotten more talk at times is because people were critical of Jey.
Jey would also be weekly. Cena would have had
Cena was pretty
promos.
much weekly at the time.
He would have the promo the next night and then a promo leading into who would have been the first feud for the title? Randy?
Yeah, and it's 3 weeks between a show. Cena was essentially weekly.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like Jey Uso...
In the amount of time that Jey was champ, Cena had the Randy stuff. Cena had the R-Truth stuff. Cena had the tag team match at Money in the Bank with Logan Paul. Cena was relevant.
John Cena's going to be relevant.
Yes, and Jey was not over Cena.
No, but Jay's one of the most over guys in the company. At that time,
but
Cena
Jey
was
is
trying
also
to not
one of the most criticized people in the company.
I don't understand that totally, but I don't know. I feel like Jey should be held higher in that rankings list. It's Seth. No one tops Seth.
Jey has a shorter reign than Gunther and Damian Priest.
Yes.
I think Gunther's been a better World Heavyweight Champion than Jey Uso.
Yes.
And I think Damian Priest was a better World Heavyweight Champion than Jey Uso.
But it's the feel-good moment.
Okay.
Jey was a feel-good moment. I didn't really feel Damian was necessarily a feel-good moment because how long it took them to cash in the money.
But Damian had that weird thing that the Judgment Day's always had.
Yeah.
They're the heels, but the second something big happens, everyone's cheering.
Exactly. So Damian didn't feel as like...
And at that point, Judgment Day were essentially faces, and it led to the storyline sucked, but it led to the very big betrayal of Finn Balor on Damian Priest. Damian Priest's whole title run led to pretty much the destruction of the second most prominent faction since COVID.
But they survived because you got Finn, JD, and Dom.
But how many of them are original members? 0.
Oh, yeah. I guess you're right. You're absolutely right.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Jey deserves a little bit more credit. But he's not ever Cena. You're right. I don't know why I didn't think Cena was champ. My mind's racing on that one. But I would still put Jey higher than Damian. Wouldn't put him over Gunther. Wouldn't put him over Seth. Personally. I get it was a short run. I think the moment was more special than what people want to give him credit for because people are so critical of Jey Uso. But going back to it, still been, think of the names we just said, aside from when Seth was champ, the B title. So...
Even when Seth was champ the first time around,
because
it was
Roman,
the B title.
Yes, but Seth was putting in that work that Roman was.
But right now, the belt is right on the line of it and the WWE title are on the same line right now.
Yes,
and I think if Cody Rhodes wins, the World Heavyweight title plummets. I think if Seth Rollins wins, the WWE title doesn't really plummet.
It'll drop
and the
in
World
standing. Yeah,
the World Heavyweight title goes above it, but not really.
Yeah, it's not a great
jump.
But
no matter what, even if the World Heavyweight title doesn't bounce 1,000,000 feet above the undisputed title, Seth Rollins jumps 1,000,000 feet up.
Stock and Seth goes crazy.
Yes,
the Vision stock also skyrockets. It's the only right move. But WWE loves Cody Rhodes. So, I'm going to pick Cody Rhodes. I said I'd never pick against him again while he was champ. I'll stick to it. Picking Cody Rhodes to win the match. Should not win. He should not win this match for no reason. You will ruin everything Seth, Paul, Braun, and Bronson have done. But I wouldn't be shocked if they do it. So I'll pick Cody.
The unfortunate thing is there's such a big chance that does happen.
Yeah, because they're stupid when it comes to booking Cody Rhodes.
I'm going with Seth Rollins. Please. Because I adamantly believe that he does need to win. Yes. And of course, this is going to lead to something War Games wise, in which I think the Vision needs to win.
Yes.
I don't think if you chart out all of it, Seth Rollins doesn't need to lose until he's losing the belt.
Yes.
And Seth Rollins does not need to lose the belt, obviously, to Cody Rhodes. He does not need to lose the belt to Roman Reigns. I'd be fine with him losing the belt to CM Punk because of what it is.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins needs to lose the belt to LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't disagree. Not at all. What LA Knight has done...
it doesn't need to be for a long time.
Yes, I agree. It's the earliest is maybe.
And there's enough traction with this Jey Uso, LA Knight, CM Punk triangle to get you like months worth.
Absolutely. Especially
adding Jimmy Uso into the situation.
But you're also, because of where we are, your next big show, Survivor Series. So realistically, Seth and the Vision will be involved in that. And most likely those.
But there's a chance LA Knight and CM Punk aren't at all.
Yeah, what if it is some of those Roman guys Reigns, will be in it? Yeah.
Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, exactly. It could be Jay being in it for like a Team Roman. It could be Punk, LA, and Jay all end up on the team. I don't think it'll be that, but some variation of those people will be in the War Games match. But it's also there's not going to be
Cody Rhodes will be in the War Games match. Yeah. It could be Cody, Randy, Jay, Roman. Because they've started feuding with Randy now, too.
Yeah, I was thinking it's...
And that's big names.
I was originally thinking Vision plus Brock gets you Roman, Cena...
Brock's on a break.
Okay. Brock wasn't coming back to WWE.
I don't
came out and had a horrible match.
I don't think they'll put Cena in War Games. And two, I don't think they'll put Brock teaming with Seth, ever.
Well, they had that whole... getting back with Paul Heyman thing. I'm just saying.
And then they had that whole WrestlePalooza thing.
Yes, they did. But I'm saying, with going into WrestlePalooza, my original thought for War Games was Vision plus Brock, Cena, Cody, Roman, ? Whoever the fourth would be. Probably not going to be that now, like you're saying. Brock's not back, yada, yada, yada. So, who knows? I don't know what you do with Cena then, but we'll get to that when we talk about Cena.
Well, I know what you do with Cena because Cena has posted a picture of The Miz on his Instagram today.
Hey, I would have him fight Miz. I put him on my top 5 guys to face John Cena on the retirement tour that we haven't seen. I don't disagree with that at all. But I hope Seth wins. You've got Seth winning. I've got Cody winning.
Seth Rollins, I mean, it's just reiterating the same thing, has to win.
I agree. Seth has to win.
WWE's in a really bad spot right now.
Yes.
WWE has been booking their pay-per-view PLE scene really rough.
Horribly.
SmackDown's in shambles.
Been bad.
Raw's fine.
Raw's the only good show.
Raw's fine when it's like because it's predominantly random storylines that are just on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
And all of them are decent enough.
Mm-hmm. And you got the people who are doing the storylines are all... Not that anybody on SmackDown isn't, but it's like...
The people you're putting against each other is working on Raw.
Yes.
You don't have anyone else to go against each other on SmackDown. The SmackDown roster is like a freaking raisin compared to Raw, which is a great.
Mm-hmm.
But...
I agree.
They need to make the right decisions.
They need to make the right decisions.
And their decisions can't just be off of... Oh my God, Cody Rhodes is the face and kids love him, allegedly. So we gotta let him win.
I'm sure that's kids not how love it works. Cody Rhodes.
Yes,
I don't love Cody Rhodes. I love Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins
needs to win.
It's a must.
It is a must. Moving past Cody and Seth, we've got the other Crown Jewel Championship match. Tiffany Stratton representing SmackDown and Stephanie Vaquer representing Raw. They're both the respective women's champs. Comparatively, we have a story going into the other one, and then this one is just Stephanie won the belt a few weeks ago. Tiffany retained on a horrible main event on SmackDown. This is your match. Y'all have it. Is really what we got. We got a contract signing last week. They were the same episode to me of SmackDown.
I'm going to let you speak on this first.
Okay. I've got Stephanie Vaquer winning the match without a shadow of a doubt for me. I don't see Tiffy time doesn't have the traction she had. People have lost a lot of interest in the Tiffany Stratton title run.
People have lost a lot of interest in the SmackDown women's division, which is ran by Tiffany Stratton.
Not according to Kiana James, who said on SmackDown, "You're not even the best women's champ in your your show." I'm sorry, Julia. I like Julia. As a champion, nowhere near what Tiffany's done.
Maybe
she hasn't fought Nia Jax 10 times. Maybe she was
referring to Sol Ruka, who was on the show earlier that night.
That's a good point. Yeah, no, Tiffany don't have the traction. Stephanie has the traction. You are obviously trying to build Stephanie Vaquer right now. You want to keep vaulting her towards the top. I don't see how you don't let Stephanie win the match. I don't think you letting Tiffany beat Stephanie gives Tiffany the hype that she needs to become back into like a top dog status as a champ. Whereas Stephanie, this match does nothing for either one of them really. But you don't want Stephanie, who just won the title, to lose her first match as champ. Mm-hmm. So I would have Stephanie Vaquer win the match 10 days out of the week.
Tiffany Stratton makes a good point when she says, I've been champ for almost a year.
Yes.
I'm not going to let someone who's held the belt for 2 weeks come take my spotlight. But to put it simply, I have Stephanie Vaquer.
Yes.
Sure, she's held it for 2 weeks, and that's why she needs to win.
Absolutely.
Because this is her first match since winning the belt.
Absolutely.
Now, on another note, on Tiffany Stratton.
All right.
WWE knows that we are tired of the title reign. Mm-hmm. WWE knows that they need to get the belt off Tiffany Stratton, which is one, why they're going to be so willing to let her lose to Stephanie Vaquer, and two, why she's probably going to lose it by WrestleMania at least.
Probably before, yeah.
They've shown multiple times over that it's not going to be Nia Jax to do it. It's not going to be Jade Cargill to do it.
Shocking.
They have both failed multiple times. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss are in your tag team division.
Yes, they are.
Chelsea Green is nowhere near the main event anymore.
Should be, but all right.
And somebody's feuding with Tiffany Stratton. Somebody holding something so irrelevant that almost it's not even a factor here.
Oh, Lord.
The Women's United States Champion, Julia.
Double champ, Julia.
As I said a long time ago,
in a galaxy far, far away,
the best solution here for all of it,
all parties involved,
is to give Julia both belts. It actually legitimizes her, gets you a new champ who can wrestle, unlike a Jade Cargill or Nia Jax. No offense. Makes everything fresh, hype, and it's just a full shakeup. And it saves the Women's United States Championship because nobody will ever have to think about it again. Julia, Women's World Champion. Small font. And United States Champion.
Oh, wow.
Can you not see the grand big picture here?
I see your grand big picture.
Who else could it be? It's right there. It's got to happen. It's happening. Why would they set up a feud with the Women's U.S. Champ and the Women's World Champ if that's not the plan? Why would you let Julia get anywhere close to stale bread Tiffany Stratton if this isn't your plan?
Julia's stale bread herself because she's done nothing. That whole women's division.
That's why I'm saying
blown up.
That's why this is the move. It's not a coincidence that they didn't reach into a hat and say, "Oh, Julia's going to be Tiffany's next feud." They went, "We need to fix everything." And
Put both belts on Julia.
Both belts and making 1-0.
I find it hard to believe they would pull the trigger on making her a double champ. If anything,
would you? WWE's been doing so many double champs.
If anything,
lately.
I see her winning, maybe beating Tiffany, and then just like throwing the U.S. title in the trash because that's where
they can't throw a not even a year-old belt in the garbage. They can't do that yet.
It hasn't been on a PLE once, I don't think.
That's why you merge it.
It's barely on SmackDown. You can easily throw it in the trash, say it got lost on an airplane flight to the next town over, and never bring it back on TV,
or
and no one will
you just
care.
let her look cool and carry around both belts.
Let Kiana carry one around.
It's kind of...
Paul,
she can do that. Roman. Let her put... Be like, I'm not going to defend this U.S. title picture anymore, and pull a Jon Moxley and throw it in Kiana James's briefcase.
That'd be kind of cool.
Let her win the Money in the Bank and throw it in that briefcase. Nobody can cash in on her while she's Miss Money in the Bank.
That's awesome. I find it just...
Let me believe.
I want to believe. That's
As a Julia fan, I've been in the trenches.
I don't think that they would think that making her a double champ elevates the U.S. title.
It doesn't elevate. It gets rid of the problem. It cancels it out. They're not looking to elevate it. They're looking to make it...
just to cancel it out.
Yes. Well, they didn't make that belt for it to suck.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I think the better option... There's no elevation. Your options are ignore it and not book it, or cancel it out and just let it be an accessory. Make a positive. No, let it be an accessory to the world title. She defends it with the world title, sure, but that's not what anyone's after.
Well, eventually someone's got to get their hands on it because once Alexa
eventually
and
she'll lose the women's title and still be the U.S. champ.
You'll have
eventually
5 names needing a
she'll lose the women's title and still be the champ, but she will have been the women's champ while she was the U.S. champ.
You would have her drop the world title and keep the U.S. You wouldn't have it the other way around. Drop the U.S. to somebody and keep being world champ.
How can you justify that? How can you just in general, like if that happens with anybody, how can you justify someone, the world champion being able to be beaten by a mid-carder for a mid-card belt, but retaining the world title?
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I mean, if you lose, I think you just vacate the other title too. Personally, you've lost it at that point. You lost a championship match.
That's not how belts work.
In my mind, it should be. The belt means nothing.
Yes, but it's such a rare situation where this doesn't get covered much.
But
because usually if you're a double champ at WWE, it's a short amount of time.
Yes.
There's not been a long double champ, or it's with a tag title, so it's just a completely different book.
Yes.
There's not been a long double singles champion since Seth was the U.S. and world champ.
Roman.
That's holding both world titles, though. I'm not counting that as double champ. That's just you as the world champ. Because they were just the same belt. And they still are the same belt. They made a completely new one to
replace it. Yeah.
So, yeah, like, nobody's been a mid-card and world champ for a significant amount of time. Nobody's been a mid-card and world champ. Yeah. Every double champ since Seth Rollins has either been someone holding a tag title with a singles title, or like Dom's case where he's holding a non-WWE title with
another company. Yeah. I don't know. I hope Julia gets the best of whatever the situation can be. I hope she gets the best.
You know, I wish they would have pulled this trigger sooner, because you want story for Crown Jewels. Julia versus Stephanie will always write itself.
I agree with that. And I don't think Tiffany and Stephanie can... Not that they can't give us a banger, but I don't think compared to what Stephanie and Io gave us or what Stephanie and Julia could have given us.
If they're not on the same brand and they're not fighting for something legitimate, there's not going to be anything out of it. Nah. And they're both faces. So yeah.
Tiffany doesn't need to be a face either, but that's a
no. Tiffany's fine as a face, but
so much better as a heel though.
But everyone else there's heels.
Yes. SmackDown, blow up the women's division, get some people from Raw to come over, do something. Moving forward. You've got... Oh, did you pick? Yeah, you got Stephanie. And I got Stephanie. All right, cool. Io Sky and Rhea Ripley versus Asuka and Kairi Sane.
The story that was obviously coming.
Yeah, the only other match on the card that has a real story.
The Star-Crossed Lovers versus the Kabuki Warriors.
Versus the controlling father, the lost sister, Asuka and Kairi. I've got Io and
Rhea. I've got Io and Rhea. You're not letting Rhea lose. You're
Australia.
not letting Rhea and Io lose to the Kabuki Warriors, and you're definitely not letting it happen in Rhea's
hometown or home area. Yeah.
I will say, from Sydney.
I don't hate the story.
No, it's fun.
It's been fun
the romance is fun.
Nice.
The mist is fun. Asuka's character's fun.
Great.
Whatever's going on with Kairi. Cool.
Kairi, I feel horrible for every time I see her on TV because she's very good at making you feel bad for her in this scenario. She's
especially when it's like just
well.
her and Asuka talking because I can't really tell what's being said.
Yeah.
So it's just her like
just breaking down and crying. Yeah.
And Asuka yelling at her.
Yeah.
She slapped her.
Yes. She slapped her and then she didn't want to fight Io the other night on Raw. And then Asuka's at ringside just starts yelling at her. And she's like, okay, I guess I have to. Actually puts on a match. I
just like how like she pulls up and Asuka's like, oh, Kairi.
I love you, Kairi. And then
you're facing Io.
Yeah. And when I don't want to face her. Pop. You're facing her. Bang. And she said, you better win. She didn't. Did she? I don't remember. I don't think Kairi won that match, but...
Or did she win off of Asuka interference?
Asuka interference? Yeah. Yeah, because then Asuka ended up holding her while Kairi hit the insane elbow. Yeah, I mean, Io and Rhea all day. Like you said, it's in Australia for Rhea, and they're both two of the fan favorites in all of the women's division across Raw and SmackDown. I don't think you let them lose.
And everyone wants to see them hug and kiss after this match.
The world wants.
All right, so here's my question on the women's division. We've talked about the trash SmackDown. Now I got to talk about something that I brought up multiple times, and every time you duck it, and every time I'm like, understandable because we have no idea. What's Women's War Games going to be?
As it sits right now,
all of the women are too hostile towards each other to justify anybody being a team.
You've got too many pockets.
On the heel side.
Yeah, there's too many pockets and not enough.
I hope they don't go cross-brand. Keep it all to Monday Night Raw. Don't bother with SmackDown.
I agree, but at the same time, there's nobody on SmackDown to bring over to do it. I mean...
Especially on the heel side. You can make a face team on Raw easily, but the issue is Kabuki Warriors are probably going to be in it. Because Io Sky is always
Kabuki's, Io, and Rhea are on two separate sides. So are you doing a 4 or 5 man?
So do you just really... We'll do 4 for simplicity, and they can always add it.
All right. Realistically, it's Judgment Day and Lyra and Bayley.
Yeah, like do you just clump together 2 completely different stories, or Io and Rhea are Io and Rhea. I always have that issue.
I know.
Are proven to be good allies with Nikki Bella and Stephanie Vaquer.
What about Nikki? Yeah.
But then if you put Nikki and Stephanie, you can put Kiana James and Julia with Kabuki's.
Oh, that actually would work. Yeah. I wouldn't want
Tiffany,
it to be, but
Tiffany,
it could work.
Stephanie, Nikki, Tiffany, Stephanie, Rhea and Io versus the Kabuki's, Julia,
Kairi, and Kiana James. That's not a bad pick. I think they probably don't look that far into it and just throw the Judgment Day and Lyra and Bayley in there.
I hope they don't.
It's what I see.
That's
being
so
the quick
separated.
And easy. Yeah, but that would be their these two.
That'd be like if they just like decided to throw Becky with the Kabuki Warriors. Like it's just too random.
Woman of all time.
It's too separate.
And
then you put Maxine Dupree on the face side.
We can hit it real quick. Maxine had a match against Becky.
That speed count by the ref is ridiculous.
Yes, but 7, I get it.
8, 9, 10. You're disqualified.
I get it, but at the same time...
No, I don't get it. Why is the ref counting that
Because fast? Becky got in her face and yelled at her, screamed at her. So when Becky was turned around, ref said, I'll show you and count it fast. Why is the ref stopping Drew McIntyre from putting Cody's head through an announce table?
Yes, but
he likes Cody.
That's the ref protecting
he likes
competitor.
Cody.
Sure. But this seems like we're going to start... Are we going to get referee Jessica Carr versus Becky Lynch? I think she was a wrestler before she was a ref.
I just want to say... Maxine had a good match. Maxine had a good showing. Much better than most anything Maxine has done in any other match. It wasn't a banger. People were like, Maxine with the banger on Raw.
It's a banger for Maxine
It's a banger for Maxine standards.
I'm not going to call anything with a speed count
a banger. No, not at all. But it was... I was glad Maxine got the opportunity to actually
she deserves
actually do a match.
She deserves a title match at this point.
That's a good point. I'm just saying,
unless this was for the belt, and I'm just stupid.
Nah, it wasn't. I'm just glad Maxine got a chance to actually, as she said to Pierce a couple weeks ago, I've been working constantly.
I really thought Pierce was going to be like, I'll find you something, and then they'll never revisit
do it. Yeah.
They got her a match.
I'm glad she had a good match. Not a bang.
I'm telling you, we're going to get Becky versus the ref.
Please no. All right.
And the ref, in some unknown lore, is really great friends with AJ Lee.
Oh, I'm sure. God, please no. Let's keep moving in Crown Jewel Perth. We've got the
ref can join War Games.
Oh, there you go. There you go. We had the OTC, the Tribal Chief, OTC 1, Roman Reigns.
Versus OTC 2,
the Tribal Thief.
OTT 2, Big Bronson Reed.
Yes. My first thought is, why are we running this back?
Well, you know why they're running back. You got to do Roman versus Vision, and they're in Australia.
Yes, you had to have Bronson Reed on the card.
And Bronson put him on a stretcher. You know you're scared of him, Roman. Roman, your grandfather,
your dad, and your uncle,
and your uncle
years in the business,
never put on a stretcher. What would they think of you after you get put on a stretcher by me? Love it.
Okay.
And from Paul Heyman, you're gonna face him in a match he put on the map.
That's where they lost me. This is where they lost me.
He's undefeated in an Australian street fight. So when he was wrestling in Australia, before he came to WWE, was every street fight he was in called an Australian street fight? Or did he call it a Perth? I think he called it Australia. Was every single one called an Australian street fight? Has Bronson Reed lost a non-Australian street fight?
When Paul Heyman said the match he put on the map, or that put him on the map,
I thought it was going to be...
I'm thinking we're going to have a really cool stipulation.
I thought it was going to be, what did him and Braun Strowman have?
The
Monster versus Monster, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But I don't think they were that with Roman.
Whenever they broke the
ring,
it
was last man standing though. I think was like the rules.
I don't remember what it was, but then my brain was like, oh wait, but Braun Strowman won that match, for some reason. But then I was like, okay, so it's not gonna be that. And he's like, Australian street fight.
Okay, congratulations. You're gonna put a couple stupid props at ringside, and it's going to be a generic match.
I've never lost a North Carolina street fight.
That's a good point. That's a great
There's
point.
plenty of wrestlers who have never lost a North Carolina street fight.
That's a great
Roman Reigns has never lost an Australian street fight.
Also a great point.
Has Bronson Reed ever been in a match specifically called
the Australian street fight? I don't know.
He put it on the map, though. And that was enough for WWE to call him straight to the main roster.
Yes.
Which didn't happen.
No. Sometimes Paul be talking and he just don't need to be talking.
Paul, I don't know if you've talked to Bronson Reed. He's a North American champion. He was in NXT. Then he left and came to the main roster after, but he left and went to Japan.
Yeah.
Like...
Bronson Reed's gonna tsunami Roman in an Australian street fight.
Roman Reigns is winning. That's my pick.
I hope he wins. I don't know if I should pick Roman though. It's Bronson Reed's match that put him on the map.
That's true.
He's never lost an Australian street fight. This is like
the Viking Raiders with Viking rules.
Yes, absolutely. They're Vikings in Viking rules. Can't pick against them.
What if they called this Australian Samoan mixed street fight?
Oh, then you're on a whole new
Then Bronson
level.
Reed's literally God mode. Roman Reigns has a little bit of an advantage there, but Bronson's in God mode there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fully powered.
Well, I'd give him more than 50% because he was born and raised in Australia.
Give me...
Well, Roman would get less than 50% because Bronson's more than 50% Australian, I would say, because of him being born and raised there.
Yeah.
And for him putting the Australian street fight on the map.
True. Despite it being his match, give me Roman.
Will we get an Australian Slim Jim table?
Oh, maybe.
Will Bronson Reed put it on the map?
I bet they don't have Slim Jim in Australia.
they have Australian Slim Jim.
Yeah, maybe. I'll pick Roman, but
little did you know,
if Roman wins this match, Bronson Reed never needs to talk. Wear the tribal thief. Throw the one up. Nothing of that ever needs to happen again.
Little did you know.
Gotta let Bronson get
all the Slim Jim commercials we see have LA Knight in them.
Uh-huh.
In Australia, they
have Bronson Reed and Rhea Ripley in them.
No Rhea Ripley.
Just
she
Bronson.
didn't put it on the map.
Oh, good point. Yeah, Roman's probably winning. I wouldn't mind a Bronson Reed win.
I would.
Like, he needs it.
But where do you go after Roman loses to Bronson Reed?
You let Jimmy crap on Roman for losing. You're doing a whole bloodline storyline anyways right now.
And do what? Jimmy versus Roman? So Roman can
and let Big
him?
Jim beat Roman.
Okay, so we're just going to bury Roman now.
Bury him.
Bury him. Screw that guy.
He's no longer OTC 1.
He's OTC 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tribal Thief and Big Jim Chief. Big Chief Jim.
Big Jim Chief.
Yeah, Big Jim Chief.
I acknowledge Big
the
Jim
Tribal
Chief.
Thief.
And I acknowledge
main event Jey
Slim
Uso.
Jim Australian Chief
Yeah.
Bronson Reed.
I don't know. Roman doesn't... Losing a match really doesn't affect Roman in my eyes. He can put talent over if he wants to.
Yes, but it just would feel so weird.
It would feel weird, but we've already seen Bronson lose.
This just doesn't
we
seem
don't
in their
need
playbook.
the match again.
This just doesn't seem in their playbook. If this was Braun Breaker, I wouldn't mind. Like, I like Bronson Reed more than Braun Breaker.
I'm
But
about at that
due
point.
to how WWE plans for him, I wouldn't mind Braun Breaker beating Roman Reigns.
Because they're wanting to elevate.
There's actually
Braun
something there.
that far.
But
yeah.
letting Bronson Reed beat Roman Reigns before Braun Breaker ever does?
I'm looking at it as the way the vision is. Yes, Braun Breaker is obviously the favorite, but I'm keeping them on an equal playing field because they realistically are.
Bronson Reed beats Roman Reigns and
Here's the
Seth
thing.
Rollins loses to Cody Rhodes and Bronson Reed becomes the leader.
In wrestling, there has to be X amount of believability behind a character in what they say on a week-to-week basis or what they do. Bronson Reed constantly dropping big matches, but constantly being put against Roman Reigns or trying to elevate the vision, and him getting on a mic the one time out of the month he talks and saying, I'm this big bad guy and I'm going to tsunami you. It does nothing for me.
The problem is, like, whenever he main events Raw, he just, like, ends it in a DQ instead of actually getting
Yes. He doesn't get any actual wins. I'm starting to like Bronson Reed more and more. I wouldn't mind him winning. But this isn't the win. He's not going to beat Roman, but I wouldn't mind if he did. If for some reason on Saturday at 8 a.m. when this pay-per-view comes on, PLE comes on, if I turn on the TV and I see Bronson Reed standing over Roman Reigns with the ref holding his hand high, I won't be heartbroken for Roman. I will be like, oh, cool. They let Bronson Reed win. Cool. Roman's still Roman. Don't bother me. But I'm picking Roman. And we got one more match.
John Cena.
The
Never
GOAT.
seen 17.
The GOAT.
Greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time.
I firmly believe it.
Why'd you say it like that? I firmly believe it.
Because I know what people think.
Oh, yeah. Well, no one from this generation can ever be the GOAT. If it's
not
somebody from
if it's not
50 years ago, they can't be the GOAT.
Ricky Grip Hook from 1872, who happened to
wrestled
fight,
at a
he fought
carnival.
Abe Lincoln, actually.
Yeah.
Like, who won the first ever world championship, which was actually just a rock.
Ricky Grip Hook. What a guy. Cena could never compare to Ricky Grip Hook.
Honestly, better than 90% of the roster now. Talent was just so much better back then, man. Rest in peace to a legend. How's he not in the Hall of Fame yet?
Ricky Grip Hook, Hall of Fame 2026. I need it. Yeah, John Cena, the GOAT. Number 7, unseen, never seen, number 17.
Versus his greatest adversary of all time, Ricky Grip.
Versus
for the title of GOAT.
AJ Styles, the actual opponent, the man, the myth, the legend.
The man who gives Cena his best matches.
The man who loves to beat up John Cena.
Is going to get beat up by John Cena.
Oh.
Great. Hopefully. Yeah. It's going to be a great match.
Well, AJ said Two men leaving it all in the ring. And
I think they have one goal
ass.
here. I think they know that their match at WrestlePalooza was awful.
I think they know they have to deliver
and they know that despite some of the matches being acceptable, there's not been a great generational technical banger in Cena's retirement tour.
Agreed.
This has got to be the one.
We're running out of options.
There's no one else to do it with. No one better to do it with. Cena's done. AJ's got a year left, he said, pretty much.
Basically, yeah.
This is it. This is the moment.
This is the moment, and I know both men can deliver. I hope they go out there and deliver. I'm sure the Australia crowd will give all of their energy for this.
I would absolutely love for this match to end in a tie.
DQ but that's not somehow.
No DQ. I don't want a DQ.
Just a
double
tie.
pin.
A double count out.
No double count out. We don't want it to be something crappy. We want it to be something shocking. Both of them fall, pin each other at the same time. It's not happening.
John Cena's winning.
Cena's winning?
Yes.
Cena should win.
John Cena should win.
Can't wait.
Most excited match on the card.
Don't got much to say about the build because there isn't.
There isn't really a build, but as AJ said, we don't need a build. The story writes itself. I get to beat up John Cena because all of you fans got me here.
So let's not have a build for the rest of John Cena's run.
Let's have
him face Miz
and be done.
Let's have him face Dominic Mysterio.
Are we only 3 appearances? I think we have 4 left. After AJ. I think there's 4 total
let's
appearances.
See Miz. Let's see Dom. Let's see Carmelo Hayes. And let's see... God dang, I'd love it for it to be Austin Theory.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Let's see Joe Hendry.
Yeah, I would like Joe Hendry.
Well, the delusional fans online still think it's somehow going to be Edge. I don't get that one. I don't get how so many people believe it's Edge.
Because his contract's going to end the night before, and he's going to fly, sign some paper, and hop out there.
Now, Tony Khan's actually going to be like, sure, y'all can just take Edge for this match.
Yeah. Edge, you want to go wrestle Cena that bad guy?
Or we could get Sheamus. I'd love Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett would be
Let him wear a Nexus fit, too.
That would be sick. I'd run Randy one more time. Why not?
We could get...
Let him actually wrestle.
Ric Flair.
Match. We could get Ricky Grip Hook.
The greatest of all time. The never seen first holder of the title.
Dom.
Cena's name dropped Jacob. I don't think he's gonna do Jacob.
That would be awesome though.
Jacob should rip Cena to shreds.
I think Jacob, being the super fan that he is when he meets wrestlers and all that, I think that would be awesome for Jacob as a person, not a character, to be like, oh my god, I gotta wrestle John Cena.
It's not going to happen in a million years. I wish it could be Matt Cardona.
Oh, that'd be cool. I like the Joe Hendry pick. I don't think it happened, but I like the Joe Hendry pick.
He's going to face The Undertaker.
Oh, that'd be sick too.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, do you not remember the WrestleMania where Cena came out the crowd?
Yeah, great
destroyed.
Match. Notoriously great match.
One of my favorite WrestleMania moments of all time. And I mean that. Stand by it. Cena coming out the crowd just to get destroyed by The Undertaker because Cena had to have a WrestleMania match.
And Undertaker prepared to actually put on a good match that year. And they told him you get 2 minutes.
So bad. So bad. But I love it.
I think John Cena's last match should probably be a squash match against Brock Lesnar.
Absolutely. I'd bring Brock out and let him destroy him. Cena doesn't even get to do an AA.
Just let Cody beat him again.
Oh, why not? You want to solidify Cody Rhodes as the face that's going to propel the WWE forward. You let him beat Seth Rollins in Perth on Saturday. And in the next
retire John.
The next 4 matches of Cena is just Cody burying John Cena.
And every time Cena says, well, the champ is here. Every time. Like it didn't just happen last week. Guys, I put in my best. Thank you. The champ is here.
The champ is here. What a moment.
It's going to be Karrion Kross.
God.
It's going to be the newly re-signed, after a day of not being signed, Santos
Escobar C.
Escobar C.
All right, that's the predictions. Let's move a little bit.
Let's talk about Santos Escobar.
Heartbroken when I got the
couple
news
hours
that Santos Escobar's contract was expiring.
It was like it just happened with Andrade.
It was like getting punched in the gut out of nowhere.
They lost Andrade,
my phone
and then they were losing their budget Andrade.
And I got so upset. And then today I get a text. Santos is back, baby. Let's go.
He wanted that money.
Oh. And because of that, he just signed. He's been making headlines in the wrestling world. He's getting big. Santos is coming out on SmackDown and challenging for the US title.
He left WWE, made a couple posts about time is now. The new journey begins now. Resigns.
Awesome.
Nothing since. On our perspective, we're filming this a couple hours after the news.
Awesome. I love it.
Now, could the new deal be like he's a AAA star or something?
I was thinking if he didn't re-sign with WWE, he immediately gets a AAA contract, which is just an affiliate at this point.
But that's not how things seem to work because Omos wasn't like it wasn't like Omos is leaving WWE
to go
and then
to
he's
AAA.
re-signed to AAA.
Yeah.
It's just like Omos has been moved to the AAA roster.
But it would be cool if he had not re-signed with WWE and just popped up in AAA.
Does AAA have the... Can AAA sign their own people at this point?
I would think so. I don't think
is it all through
everyone
WWE?
That's on the AAA roster as it sits right now is receiving a WWE paycheck.
No, I don't think that. But I'm saying, are new signings having to be like approved? I'm not saying every member of the AAA roster is now a member of the WWE roster, and every member of the AAA roster is able to be in maybe Worlds Collide or able to cross over, or is a WWE star who's getting transferred to AAA. But is there a certain amount of permission now that has, or just is there somebody involved in the process now?
There's probably one or two guys that are a part of the WWE talent search
because
that just gives a stamp of approval that they can spend money towards that person.
AAA signs what if they sign somebody who appears in other places? I don't know if WWE's here for that.
Yeah.
But TNA has Matt Cardona, and he's now appearing on WWE, but he's still running GCW pretty much. And
he's Matt Cardona. You can't hold him.
He's always ready.
Yeah, he's always ready. I don't know.
Freaking love that
That's
guy.
That's a good way to look at it, though. I wonder who is technically in charge of the hiring process of AAA. But it's probably a committee.
But AAA is not part of TKO or anything like that.
No, it's kind of just like an affiliate, subsidiary.
WWE.
Yeah.
Or is it TKO that owns part of AAA now? They don't own any of TNA.
Yeah, it's probably TKO owns a part of AAA.
Or there's the forever running theory that a few years ago WWE bought TNA and just never said anything. I don't see how that could not be known.
Macklin has been on a WWE paycheck this entire time.
Steve Macklin.
What a guy.
Just like Santos Escobar.
What a guy. I'm so glad he's back.
All right. Our other news is, speaking of TNA.
Oh, yeah.
There was the whole TNA and NXT crossover event, pretty much. Big stuff.
We're not covering
the Hardy Boyz.
Yeah. Hardy Boyz
are the NXT Tag Team Champions. The Hardy Boyz are holding WWE Gold in 2025.
Who would have thought?
And who would have thought it would have been the NXT belts? This is a shocker.
Yeah.
It's not a shocker when you put it on paper. Dark State versus the Hardys. But it's a shocker that they booked this match.
Yeah. The moment you saw the match
and saw that it was for both.
Yeah, belts. You just see Hardys versus Dark State, you say, okay, Hardys win. Then you read a little bit past it and see title for title, and you go, oh, Hardys are winning the NXT tag titles. Shocking. But at the moment they made the match, you knew it was happening.
I would like to say NXT, this is just something that I feel because there's someone we know who talks down on NXT a lot.
Yeah.
It is not strictly a developmental show. NXT is not WWE Evolve. NXT is two things. NXT is developmental, and NXT is a place for developed wrestlers. at the same time. Yes. Your NXT champion is Ricky Starks. Your NXT tag team champions are the Hardy Boys. You have people like Mariah. My bad. Blake Monroe, Jordan Grace. Yeah. They are developed. Yes. You have Ethan Page there. Oh, Ethan Page is a 20-plus year veteran.
Well, I mean, he's technically still TNA, but Joe Hendry constantly.
TNA is not TNA. NXT is not just a developmental show. NXT is a trillion things, and it is used. It is developmental, but you have other big names there to help their development.
I think the problem is, and I'll try to keep it as concise as I can. You had Black and Gold. You had original NXT, which was developmental, straight up. Everybody in there was a developmental farm that was coming up to the main roster. Then you get through the era where they're bringing in some of the free agents like a Balor or a Joe or a Shinsuke, people that are big names that get their step into WWE through NXT.
It's go kind through of like the developmental purgatory or something, and then go waiting to be on the main roster.
It was purgatory in that way, but at the end of the day, they did better on NXT than they ever did on the main roster.
But even still now, it's kind of like that for some people because Stephanie Vaquer, Julia,
Jordan,
they
Grace,
didn't need it.
She don't need it.
They're just waiting for a spot.
But what I'll say is, you got to the height of it, which was when you had Balor his second time through and Adam Cole, and NXT we're making it a third brand. We're putting on USA and we're doing all that stuff. And then they were part of Survivor Series that one year. And they actually went that above and beyond step to legitimize NXT. And at that point, you show me Adam Cole and all the Undisputed Era as champs at that point in time. Yes, they are a real brand. They're a legit show.
And then you make NXT 2.0.
Then you revert to complete logo, color, brand, swap.
Hey, screw everything. We are developmental now.
So then they go back to developmental. And then at one point, I remember them putting out if they put out a checklist that was like, if you sign an NXT contract, you have maybe it was a year or 6 months.
That's just not true.
Something.
It was 2 years.
Or 2 years. Okay,
Didn't happen.
Yeah, they were like, you have 2 years to prove that you can get over, or else you will no longer be on NXT. Which, like you said, never happened.
That's fake.
They kept pushing this deal that they were going to be solely developmental,
and then they realized nobody liked
Ziggler back to NXT and Johnny Gargano and people like that. So you kept trying to legitimize it, but then you still wanted to be developmental. Now you're at a point where.
Well, then you make it, I guess you would call it NXT Black and Yellow.
Yeah.
Which was when they got their feet back.
Yes.
You had Braun Breaker at his peak.
Yes.
You had Carmelo Hayes at his peak.
Yes.
Ilya Dragunov at his peak. Yes. You had the rise of Trick Williams. You had Dijak running shop.
Von Wagner.
You had consistent main roster appearances, but not people becoming full. You had Seth Rollins defend the world title on NXT.
Yes.
So they got their feet back, and then they moved to CW. And then you move a lot of those people up to the main roster. So that's why it can feel very developmental.
I think the problem with NXT is you've had too many jump back and forth.
There's been too many changes.
They've taken that developmental hat on and off 1,000 times, and at this point in time, to the average WWE fan, you show them NXT and you think developmental.
I would say at this point, though, the current state of NXT is kind of like everything NXT has ever been combined and diluted.
Yeah.
It is...
That's a good way to put it.
Pretty much. It is a third brand. Mm-hmm. It's just not a third brand on the same...
It's not on par.
Level of Raw and SmackDown. Yeah. I'm not saying show quality. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm saying strictly prestige.
Yeah.
And it is a giant crossover grounds for another promotion. That is where 99% of their stuff happens with TNA.
Yes.
And it is a spot for big free agents to come in. It's everything NXT's ever been in any of its different things, just smushed together.
Yeah.
And watered down.
Yes, I agree. But I just think if they had kept from the time where it was put on the USA, and instead of reverting to 2.0 where it became developmental again, even though you had a lot of those names leave and or go to the main roster and all that from that switching point, if you just kept it on, tried to keep it elevated on that line, even if you didn't have the talent at the time, waiting and ready to go, you'd be in a better situation now than you are from the thought process of How many times have they changed it? This week it's developmental. That week it's a third brand.
The other problem is it's visually gone through too many changes.
Yes.
Raw is always red. SmackDown is always yellow. NXT was black and yellow.
Gold,
and then they were black and gold.
Yeah.
And then they were purple and pink and orange. And then they were white and black and yellow. And now they're black and silver.
Yeah.
NXT should be black and yellow.
Or black and gold.
Gold, sure. But
yeah.
It won't, because the title of NXT Black and Gold refers to an era so much.
Yeah.
NXT should be black and yellow.
Yeah.
That's all it should be. It's not the silver brand. It's not the gray brand. It's the yellow brand.
They're constantly trying to keep it fresh, I guess, because it's supposed to be the fresh grounds of WWE. Because like you said, it's where all the free agents come. It's where all the up-and-comers are coming or shooting through, or you haven't done it in a while, I don't think, but the bigger guys come down and wrestle a match here or there with the younger talent.
I mean, you have some, but it's not. You're not getting a world title defense on NXT.
Yes, I agree.
But yeah. Weird NXT tangent.
But shout out Hardy Boyz for being NXT Tag Team Champions.
Yes.
Hype.
Hey, truly the greatest tag team of all time.
Truly.
Despite anything I've said in my past about maybe Team 3D, it's not. It's the Hardys.
Hardys are definitely an all-time of all time. Did they fight 3D yet? Yeah. That's coming
They were
up.
in the crowd.
That's coming up. What if Team 3D wins the NXT?
I don't think the NXT belts are on the line in that.
Why not? Let Team 3D get your hands on
Team 3D's not winning at all.
Probably not.
You got else? 2 retired guys versus 2 active ones. The retired ones ain't winning that. 4 active titles.
Why not? That's how you get them to unretire.
I don't think anyone wants
titles.
that.
They have to come back and defend them.
I want to see Bully Ray and Dave LaGreca versus the Hardy Boyz.
That'd be a match.
Yeah.
I'd like to see LaGreca get swanton through a table. Be kind of sick.
I'd love to see that. Flaming table. For it. Flaming barbed wire. Exploding barbed wire table.
Yeah. Well, it's been an episode. Title's on the line. Go ahead and grab it. If title's on the line, it doesn't really matter. Christian will be your champ next week when we get back together and record the next episode. You never know.
If Cody Rhodes wins the Crown Jewel title...
If they are stupid, I will be holding that belt. I hope I'm not.
You will be holding this belt?
I hope I'm not.
It will solely be because of Cody Rhodes.
I won't even pick it up.
If you win this belt, can you come in a Cody Rhodes shirt next week?
Don't own one. Never will.
Well, you can buy one.
No, I refuse to spend money on them.
Well...
I'm holding that belt, I won't be holding it. It'll stay right there. I won't even pick it up.
What if you retain it? Will you vacate it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll vacate
your first win
because
of Cody
Rhodes.
Here,
right now. If I win that thing because WWE's too dumb to let Seth Rollins beat Cody Rhodes, that's vacated. It'll sit right there on the shelf. I won't even put myself as a champ in the history books.
No, you'll be a champ in the history books.
Vacated. 1 minute as a champ. 1 second as a champ. Vacated.
Well, no, you gotta come in. So it'll be like a...
I'll drive here during the match. I will be sitting right here to see if Cody wins or Seth wins. I'll take a picture with the title and say vacated. That's it. Done.
Wow. The lore grows.
Dedication.
Yep.
Number 1 Cody hater right here. Maybe not number 1, but I think
I'm right there with you.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the predictions. It's been a weird couple weeks. We didn't have the episode last week. This is episode 17. Yeah.
The Never Seen
episode 17. Episode 17.
And if this is actually episode 16, and if I miscounted, oops.
Well, it is what it is. But thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week with the results of Crown Jewel
Clash in Perth.
I keep wanting to say Clash. Titles on the line in Perth. I hope WWE makes the right decision. I hope WWE puts on a better show than the last one. And if they don't, I hope ESPN writes another review on this pay-per-view, giving it a low grade.
Hey, well, they posted and said LA Knight may never win again,
and LA Knight won the match. Yeah,
ESPN can change the tides, and they're doing it in good ways.
Yeah,
if that's what they're gonna do, give LA Knight wins.
Absolutely. If ESPN can just write a little paragraph and control all WWE,
WWE's like, we don't want to ruin our deal. Give LA Knight wins.
Hey, I'm all here for it. I need the phone number of the guy or girl writing those articles.
Maybe you need to be a writer at
Good point. I would get WWE right on track.
WWE needs to fire Cody Rhodes.
No, not fire. Cody needs to lose the title and then never hold it again. Any of them.
WWE needs to send Cody Rhodes to WWE Evolve. Oh, you just said you give him the IC title, which means you're not his number one hater because you'd give him a belt.
No, he's an IC champ at best. You said it yourself.
I said at best.
Yeah.
But you said you'd actively give it to him.
Not like right here, right now. Down the road.
You don't got the power to.
You give it to him.
Well, maybe if you put him in the paint again.
Stardust can win.
Stardust needs to return.
Stardust return, absolutely. Which would make him want to quit. All right, tangent. It's over. We appreciate anyone who made it this far. You probably didn't, but if you did, we appreciate it.
Back half of this episode was weird.
It was weird. But yeah, we'll be crowning either a new vacated champ or retaining next week. Shout out Seth Rollins. Please win this match. I hope I don't win that title. And yeah, we're on all the Spotify's and Amazon podcast and iHeartRadio. Obviously, the main YouTube channels where you can find us. Christian's posting all the socials every week, every day, or daily, or other day, or whatever.
It depends on what's performing well.
Yeah, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, stuff like that. Follow us. Hit the links down below. Then, yeah, we'll see you back next week. Hope you have a great day, great night, great morning whenever you're watching, and see you next week. Thank you.